Welcome to the Clean Truth, where we like to call bullshit on the status quo. We're back. This is going to be a funny-ass episode.
I'm ready.
I feel like we should have done shots before this one.
We can do shots. We got bourbon. Get you a pull.
And you have a little...
Take a little tug off.
You have a little cup right there.
And it's actually, you can mix it.
Give her a little
I
shot.
haven't had any Buffalo Trace. Is this good?
Welcome to the wild side.
Well, first of all, we got to explain what the hell we're doing here. So, new episode. Guess what? It's Friday. Scotty and I had this idea yesterday. I couldn't think of an episode to do for a podcast. I'm like, I don't have a topic, Scotty. What are we going to do? And we were like, man, I don't know. He gave me a couple ideas. I'm like, nah. I'm like, that kind of shit, man, nobody cares. Nobody's going to give a shit. They're not going to listen to it.
So what you got?
So I'm thinking,
What are we doing?
we're not going to do a damn thing. We're going to start doing this episode every Friday. Technically, guys, to be transparent, it's Thursday. But they'll come out on Fridays.
End of the day Thursdays.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be fuck off Friday. We're going to have no topics. We're just going to sit here, shoot the shit, tell everybody what's new. That's it. Quick, 20, 25 minutes. We're out.
Perfect.
We can do a shot of bourbon. We can do whatever you want. We can eat candy bars. Is this hers?
That's Evonne's.
I have to drive home, Don.
Yep, there you go. That's all you get.
And I'll
Okay.
take a little nip.
So fuck off Fridays. I thought it was a great idea.
I like it. I think it's going to be good.
Well, we'll start off the
Yum,
same.
that tastes good.
Yeah, it's good. We'll start off the same way we always do. Brett, Bauer, Rain, Monster Energy. Girl, thank you. We're getting low on our stash, though, aren't we?
Yeah, I feel like it's coming back around.
You know, it's always
She's good about it, though.
first thing that goes always those hydros. They get
Those
stashed.
hydros.
They get stashed and drank real quick.
You guys drink those rather than drinking water.
If I still think y'all are hoarders because, like, I never see anything come in.
That's not true. We had that case of Rains, the jalapeno one.
The Infernos?
We're in her office for like 3 months and haven't been touched.
I
to
did-
mention-
So we took them back.
Hold up, not to mention, the entire cooler that's in the lobby of our office is full of Monster Energy and Rain.
It is?
Yeah, there's cases of it in there.
Oh, yeah.
How do you walk by that thing every day and
All
not
I
see them?
see is the Corona.
And there's a refrigerator not 8 feet from you.
So I just realized that she even sent you guys a cooler that is like put in
You
your
just now
private
realized
office.
that?
I did. I guess
You
I
fucking
don't
asshole.
Get invited to
You've
the
been on
podcast
6
very often.
podcasts with that thing sitting right
At
behind
least.
But Ben's chair always blocks it. So
So many excuses right now.
you. Yeah.
sorry. Never mind. And the box that you put, like, it was covered up with shit. So I cleaned
Your
my
stuff.
office out yesterday and we found it. So it wasn't just my stuff. All right.
I was going to do a ball busting, but now we don't have to, so we just did it. So
A lot of people are asking us about the new Clean Eatz swag. You got the Clean Truth shirt on. So that's been out, and you guys got the mugs on the table.
And I'm drinking Buffalo Trace out of my cup.
Exactly.
Epicus.
we
Multi-purpose.
did. We launched the Clean Eatz merch site a week ago? 2 weeks ago?
Two.
Wait, 2? Week? 2? I don't know.
Yeah. Day 1, you guys shut our server down.
I love
Pretty
that.
cool.
We'll be
New
adding,
stuff launching.
Yeah, we'll
soon.
be adding some shirts next week.
Shirts and hats.
Red's,
pretty cool.
Red's Kitchen is coming back out again too.
I know. I got put on the back burner.
We kind of had this
We
thing.
kind
going
of
on.
got a big event going on right now.
Yeah. There's this thing called a
You mean
challenge.
I am not the big event? What the hell?
You're included in the big event.
I know. No, you're good. No, we had a lot to do, so we didn't want to take away from the We Change Lives. So Red's got put on back.
Well, I think that's why we didn't make a bigger deal out of the merch site, too, because we didn't want to take steam away from that. But we also have all this stuff, and we didn't want to sit on it. So we're like, man, screw it. Just throw it on there.
Yeah.
If we sell it, we sell it. If we don't, guess what? We're not a clothing brand. So, but people were asking about, podcast hats and shirts. They wanted something with Red's Kitchen on it. I know a lot of girls email you all the time for shirts that you don't have. You still don't have a Red's Kitchen shirt.
I don't have Reds. And so I got a lot of requests from the coffee cup that they would like to see that on a shirt. So I was
I
going
think it'd be a cool shirt.
Like a
Yeah.
tank? You think like a tank though? Maybe.
I don't know.
You should do a crop top.
I was gonna get
I'm
ready to say
into
that.
the box tees right now, so maybe it's a box tee. But I don't know. I love drinking. So
Question:
the things,
Is your cup bigger than Don's cup?
it is.
It is.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I got hosed on my coffee cup, bro.
You should pay more attention to detail.
I guess I was
meant.
sleeping in that meeting because
Nope.
we got these things in, and I was like, hold up, man. Like, I got hosed. These are cool mugs. Don't get me wrong. They're badass mugs.
Right, but Evonne's got like 8 ounces on you.
I should, because he drinks the coffee pot every morning. Like,
So you only get 1 cup. You get 1 chance.
he chugs it. So he chugs his first cup so he can get 3 cups in, and I only get 2.
I'm a 3 cup a morning kind of guy.
Makes sense.
But I swear he chugs half of it before he brings me my first. So I don't make my coffee in the morning.
No,
I'm pretty
actually, if you want to know
spoiled.
the morning coffee routine, here it is. I'll give it to you, and then you'll know why. So I always get up, and I'm always the first one up. So I get up, walk straight to the coffee pot. So I'm like a zombie. Straight to the coffee pot. I feel like I talked about this last week with Paul on there, but
We did.
A little
I
bit.
walked
But
straight
we
there.
didn't hear how it plays into
Well,
Evonne's
look,
routine.
I'm going to give you my
Yeah,
side.
no, hold on. No, you're not. So I walk straight to the coffee pot. I make a pot of coffee. And then I go sit down. Sometimes I'll let the dogs out. Usually that's her job in the morning is to let the dogs out.
It's like, don't you
But
lie.
I'll make the coffee and then I'll feed them. So I'll feed them while they're going outside, right? Most of the time, I get the coffee made and I get myself a cup poured, but I'll always pour her a cup. I pour them at the same time. Set hers on the coffee table, and I sit down and I eat mine. But I'm always done by the time this asshole gets up out of bed. She won't even get out of bed until she hears the coffee cup hit the coffee table.
That is true.
See?
Damn.
But I'm already halfway done with a cup before she gets her scraggly ass out of bed.
So then you're on cup 2 by the time
Yeah,
she's
I'm
on
on cup 2
1.
before she even gets halfway through with cup 1.
I do not get out of bed till I hear the coffee mug hit the coffee table. But I'm usually answering emails or something, which I need to quit doing, because then I feel like from the last episode, I get into the energy suckers of the emails. So,
Your feet haven't hit the ground before you're already...
yeah. So when we get back to the house tomorrow, I'm changing some routines.
Okay, well, in full transparency, that's kind of this episode's going to air before that one, so
Oh,
I don't really care. It's clean truth. Who cares?
okay.
Speaking of clean truth question, did I get a new truck?
Yeah. What was your comment this morning? You showed some people the backside of your truck?
She's got an ass, boy. That truck's got a donk.
Like her mama. That's what you said on the that's what you said on the post.
That's why you gotta make it weird.
I didn't understand
It was
it.
a movie quote. Come on.
Oh,
Have you never seen
good.
Friday?
No.
Not a long time.
Well, I'm not even going to tell you then. You just got to watch it. All right, fuck off Friday, man. I'm excited.
Listen,
We literally have no topic. We can talk about whatever you want. I wanted to do this because we've been doing really good with the podcast. We have. And podcasting's hard. And one thing that'll irritate the shit out of me is when somebody comes to me and they're going, I'm going to do a podcast. Okay. Good luck. Not the fact that they're doing a podcast,
Right.
but it's just the way that most people present it. They think it's going to be easy. And I'm like, all right. Like, we've been at this, 3 years? The guys that are really fucking good at it have been doing it 6, 7, 8, 9 years now.
since the beginning.
Yeah, since the very beginning when they first started hit the universe.
Yeah, I feel like coming up with topics is like the hardest thing to do because everybody's done fucking everything already.
Yeah, there's
so-
only one way you can spin so many topics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or talk to the same type of guest every freaking time.
Yeah.
Or keep the attention span for over 30 minutes in a car ride. Like,
Agreed.
True.
We have a hard time keeping your attention span on the podcast for 30 minutes.
Do you think that's why Rogan's podcast is so popular? Because he just brings people from like all over the place. I mean, it's got to be one of the reasons why it's been so popular. One is Joe Rogan. Two, because he brings some freaking off the wall people from different spectrums of the world.
Do you guys finish his podcast?
To be honest, no.
I can't.
I think
So-
I finished the Latrell one that we were talking about the other day.
I can. It takes me about 3 or 4 different car rides.
Yeah.
To,
So I do, but I
But it's
listen
not-
to them
it's
in
not easy.
pieces. Yeah.
So the only podcast I finished with Joe has been Matthew McConaughey.
That one was short too. That one was like
Was
an
it?
hour.
Come on, like, give me some credit.
Let's
No.
dive deeper into that, Don.
Matthew?
You know, he just came out with a YouTube channel, right?
Matthew?
He did.
I I just got done reading his book.
Matthew McConaughey is on
Clean
YouTube.
Eatz.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have not started the Energy
With his
Bus
own
book.
channel?
His own channel.
What is that hippie going to talk about on
The
YouTube?
very first thing he said on his YouTube channel was, all right, all right, all right.
Pull it up. Can you pull it up, Scott?
Yeah, I can pull it up.
That's hilarious.
So his book is really good. Like I did not know like all that stuff about him. So it's pretty. Matthew's my hall pass. Well,
It's the
young
first
Matthew
time
was.
hearing about
I might
this.
need to read.
I thought it was The Rock.
It is The Rock. Lenny
Oh, so we get
Kravitz.
two.
I got 3. Lenny Kravitz.
Let's go.
Lenny Kravitz.
Hold up. We got to see
Oh, look at Matthew.
There's your man right there.
All right, all right, all right.
this. Get the fuck out.
The words this young man ever said on film. Thank you.
That's the guy.
Yes, McConaughey here, and I want to
Look at those Rey Mysterio masks in the
It's a
background.
destination where I'm going to share who I am, who I'm not, what I believe in, what I don't, what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, along with some approaches to life that I've found useful and constructive along the way. Prescriptions in the art of living that have helped me navigate this rodeo we all live in, and even a bunch of bumper stickers that I've seen, heard, gathered, and stolen along the way over my last 15 years.
So this is his book. This is what he talks. That's pretty much the first chapter of his book.
You got excited? If she hits that
Well-
subscribe button,
She will.
He's got so many one-liners in that video, it blows my mind.
very
Like,
true.
Yeah.
They're all one-liners.
With the whistle,
Yeah. Oh, every time. Executed perfect every time.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
He is a very intelligent dude. He's
Very.
a very intriguing, intelligent dude. So,
and he's from a big UT fan. We were just in Texas.
yeah. Isn't that where he gave that famous speech?
Yep.
Was you too?
Yeah, he's a Texan. Yeah.
Speaking of Texas, I got that in my notes, baby.
That was fun.
We just got back from Texas.
Had you ever been to Texas? I forget if I asked you that or not.
He was born in Texas.
Born in
Wow, that completely slipped my brain.
All right. Yeah, I was born right outside of Waco.
That's what's wrong with him.
Yeah, very true.
We figured it out.
Everything's bigger in Texas, baby. Texas was awesome, though. We went down there to work and play, but our project management company for Clean Eatz is based out of Austin. Austin's a cool city, dude. Pretty liberal,
Yep.
but a cool city.
Some good food.
I told a couple people because they were like, well, you know, Texas is open. They have no COVID restrictions, no mask mandates. Well, we were just south of downtown Austin in an area that I kind of like. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the area of Charlotte, but like south end of Charlotte, you know, Columbus, Ohio, I know is like that, but it's like a
These new outside the city
yeah,
places.
like an outskirts outside of a downtown area where they've refurbished everything and redone everything and turned everything into microbreweries and these cool little hip bars and restaurants. Really, really cool place, but very young, very liberal minded, which was cool. And the cool thing to me was, I think we kind of anticipated when we went down there. You know, we knew that going down there. So
Right.
we all took our masks. We all had to wear them, obviously, because you got to wear them to fly. And we had to wear them into all the bars and restaurants to get in. Nobody cared. Nobody bitched. The one thing that I told her and a couple people who were asking, and it kind of blew my mind, was the amount of people that were out walking around outside. I mean, I couldn't hit you with a 12-foot pole walking outside. Still wearing a mask was mind-boggling to me.
It was a lot.
And I'm not judging them.
Walking dogs.
It just makes me think, like, there is a lot of people that really think, like, really, really think that mask can make a difference outside. You're outside. Like, take it down, breathe some fresh air. Like, I understand if it, I've always, since this whole thing started, you do you, I'll do me. I'm not going to judge you. You want to wear a mask? Wear one. I'm going to make fun of you if you show up in a hazmat suit and your luggage is wrapped in fucking saran wrap. I'm going to have something to say about that. You're a little weird. But on the flip side of that coin, and I don't know if you noticed this or not, but I picked up on this a few places that we went. The cool thing was people down there, they didn't really give a shit. Like even the people that were wearing masks, when we would walk by them without a mask, they'd be like, hey, what's up? You do that here in Charlotte or Raleigh? somebody's saying something to you.
Yep.
They're progressive. They're gonna say something to you. They're gonna be like, put your mask on. Now down there, they were like, what's up?
It was definitely the majority. Even if we were with different people, we're ready to take it off as soon as you felt comfortable taking yours off. Whereas most of what we're around on a day-to-day basis is everybody's wearing it the whole time if they feel like one person thinks that it needs to be on. So yeah, it was nice. Breath of fresh air for us, at least.
First day we spent down there at the restaurants and the bars. Next day, what did we do the next day? We went to
demo
a piece of equipment that, no, never mind. It was an oven. It was cool.
Yep.
And then we went to one of the biggest badass indoor gun ranges I've ever set my foot in.
Yeah.
This thing looked like the Wizard of Oz of gun ranges.
It was like I haven't purchased, but I've been in the dispensaries in Las Vegas just to see what they look like because they're like the Apple Store of dispensaries. It was like the Apple Store of gun ranges. Clean, LED lights.
What blew me away was the
cases.
The cases. So you could go in there and you can buy shit. Obviously, you can buy guns, and they had everything that was in their case and in their display was like on the TV screen right in front of it, and it gave you all the specs of the weapon sitting there and everything else. It's really cool.
A little
futuristic. Looked like a little futuristic, space aged. Yeah, and then even the indoor ranges. Like I've shot at, I can't even count on my fingers and toes how many indoor ranges I've shot at, but most of the time those places are shitholes.
Right.
They're just an old Morgan building that they put a very expensive air filtration system in it, and then they put a little shop up front, and it's 4 or 5 lanes. This thing was like 30 lanes long, like an RO at every 4 lanes. They had a safety range officer.
Yep, that was nice.
Really cool place.
Makes sense. I feel like shooting is like a religion in Texas, so
it was the definition of bigger and better.
Yeah,
like not to gas it up even more than we already are, but
you know
it was built different.
You know what the coolest part about that whole experience was for me?
Walter,
dude, the face on that old man first time he pulled the trigger. So like our operations guy Walter,
he said it'd been 30 years.
Yeah, it'd been 30 years since he'd held a gun. Never shot a rifle, just a pistol.
Right.
Never shot an AR-15. So I gave him the basic 1, 2, 3 quick 30-second rundown.
Yep.
Slammed a mag in it, put one in the chamber, put it on fire, and handed it to him. And he pulled the trigger, and he turned around and looked at me, grinning ear to ear, like a 10-year-old that just touched a boob for the first time.
Yep. True statement.
I mean, at least that's what never mind. But then, I mean, he just turned around and, like, he let it fly. He emptied that magazine out. And then he was like, that was the coolest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yep.
And I feel like, not to go down this little political wormhole, but I feel like the people that are so against guns and, you know, Armalite rifles, not assault rifles. AR does not stand for assault rifle, by the way. If they could experience that, I will guarantee you, I'll bet you every red cent that I own, you'll get that same experience out of every one of them that have never done it before. It's exhilarating.
No, it's true, because when we first got in there, I mean, he wasn't used to like the pops and everything like that. And then once he got settled in, he was just like, he was like at an amusement park. He was loving it. It was awesome. It was cool. Shout out to Brian for taking care of that.
One of the other coolest experiences about the Texas trip, Salt Lick.
Oh my gosh.
We got to talk about this.
Do you think Vaughn would love that place?
That place looks
I'm not
sick.
even saying, do you think you would love it?
I don't know. I'm like,
what do you mean you don't know?
It was 30 minutes outside of the
You
city.
jerk.
It was
You'd
in the
be sitting at the
country.
picnic table with barbecue sauce from one ear to the other one going, holy shit, this is good.
I'll take your word for it. I'm not a big barbecue person. You know that.
Not
Pork.
Even, yeah.
Pork, I know. You don't like a lot of pork, but they had beef ribs.
Turkey, chicken.
Turkey. I mean, they had everything.
But and not even the food necessarily. The
Experience.
atmosphere, and like you said, it's like out in the country, and it's still like they haven't conformed into like traditional like restaurants and just society in a sense. Like they are still let you bring your cooler up to the picnic table. How many we had over $200 worth of just beverages at our table with all of our people, and how much money could they have made selling that to us if they had?
I've never been to a restaurant. I think we took a bottle of this in there.
Did.
Where you just walked in and set your own bottle of booze on the table and then ordered food. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It's not cool.
You would have a lot of respect for it just from the cooking aspect.
Correct,
From the food aspect of it was just really cool how they
And
did
it was family style, correct?
Correct.
So,
I think I'd gain about 30 pounds if I ever went to Texas.
That's how we felt.
How many cobblers did they bring out for our table alone? There was like 10 of them.
Everybody had 2, I think.
Ugh.
The amount of barbecue places I would go to, though, would
sounds
be
like
ridiculous.
it. Clean, or those kind of places keep Clean Eatz in business. So,
Yeah, true.
because you guys ate pretty
Do you
clean
wanna-
when you got back.
Do you want a mental picture of Ben Fleming on the way home from the barbecue joint?
Oh, this food coma. Straight food coma. Buffalo Trace and cobbler and barbecue.
I'm just going to close my eyes for a second. Hold on. Just pass out.
I was just saying, Scott, Noah, I think we need to go Texas on our own.
Listen, I'm down.
because I
Let's
think
go.
we were very productive while these two assholes had
do it. I'm ready.
the experience of their life. Is that
We were
what?
not.
What'd you hear?
That is so wrong, and that's the same thing that our other colleagues were saying to us. Like, it was a super productive trip.
It was.
Every hour of it.
I got hammered when I got back. She was like, "You always get to do the cool shit." Well, I'm
Well,
not
you
stopping
two just
you.
went to the cool experience of Sornex, and I was kind of jealous about that one too. So
Okay, that wasn't our D. That was invite only. It was a VIP thing.
I'm going to talk to Bert.
How does that make you feel you're not VIP?
I'm going to talk to Bert.
Wow.
And he can't complain. He got to watch my Cardinals get beat at a national playoff game.
That was pretty great.
So you're just saying it's just me that gets left out of everything.
Well, and
Because,
Noah hasn't been here long enough to see anything cool.
all right, Noah, me and you, we're going somewhere.
Man.
I forgot about your baseball game
Yeah, but that was last year. Well, that was 2 years ago.
2 years
Holy
ago.
shit.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll
So we need
be
to
able to do that
plan
again.
a cool company outing, is what you're saying.
That you two are not involved in.
What?
Wow.
Oh, man.
Well, that ain't cool.
I'm not saying anything else. I'm staying out of this.
Ben's like, I'm just going to be silent because I want to be invited.
You did go to a baseball game on that trip, too.
Yeah, spring training in
So you
Phoenix.
finally got to see some live sports. How was that?
Man.
It was good, but
Still not
Not
all
the
the way.
same.
it was the Cubs, man.
I know, and they won.
One of my buddies just
I
texted
felt like
me.
that was pretty cool. That if he was going to be at the game, at least he saw
Your
my
team
boys, win.
One of my buddies just texted me. He's going to the season opener for Nationals. There's only 5,000
Allowed.
fans allowed. Yeah.
DC, that's got to be tough. I'm not sure. Is it the same everywhere? Or is it,
It's-
that's just town by town?
It's probably different
Town by
per
town.
place, but I can't even imagine 5,000 fans in there.
Because what is it, 40?
That wouldn't even
At
fill
least,
up the box
yeah.
seats.
Yeah, no. I mean, everybody's gonna be walking down. I can't imagine. Like, they're gonna let them like all sit in the front row, right? Like,
No way.
but that's the crazy part, right?
It's
It's
gonna
like,
be all,
should.
It's gonna be all
They should.
365, I'm guessing. Like spreading people out.
I don't know.
Well, they're not gonna want to have all the employees there. They only have 5,000
No, they're not gonna be
fans
fully
there.
staffed.
Then they're not gonna have a full stadium staff.
It'll probably be
Which is
limited to
sad
the
because
first
like
and
some of
second.
those people, like that is their full time job is
Correct.
baseball seasons and being stadium staff.
especially in DC.
Like I know even the spring training, you have so many retirees that move to the spring training locations just so that they can, as a retirement, finally be around baseball 24/7, work the ballpark so they can go to every game for free. That's pretty sad. It's not the same.
I think the craziest thing about that baseball game that Walter and I went to, though, we were trying to order tickets here at the office, and it wouldn't let us. It was like sold out. Man, there wasn't 400 people in that stadium. It was dead. It was empty. Like, and they had, every 4 or 5 seats, they had like zip tied off to where you couldn't sit in them. But even the seats that they didn't were dead. There was nobody there.
Yep.
Literally nobody. I mean,
It was spring training, though, right?
yeah, it was spring training.
Yeah. So
But I don't know. Well, the next little thing on my list to talk about is I got a little lesson for the guys out here listening, and I got a educational thing. Pay attention. Write this down. Do not forget this. Don't ever buy anything online with your credit card when you know your wife's going to see it.
You mean like when she's gonna receive the package?
No.
Period.
She's sitting there looking at me. He's here. I got busted earlier.
Was this a
So
gun?
I don't think it's about what you bought. I think it's the statement that you made in my office before I found out what you bought.
What do you mean?
So like he was questioning me, like I don't have expensive taste. Like if I'm going, I don't.
Do you want to talk about the end tables that you were looking at the other night?
Don almost fell out of his chair for everybody not watching.
I can buy 2 guns for the price of 1 end table that you were looking at the other night.
Did I buy them? I was
You haven't yet.
looking. I always go to
Ask
the
her where they're
very expensive websites first, and then I see if I can find a knockoff. Right? Isn't that what y'all do?
These 2 guys sitting on both sides of you right now know you well enough to know you're full of shit right now.
Ben, are you gonna agree with that?
I agree with Don when it comes to furniture.
Oh, furniture.
Furniture is like your bugaboo. Like, you'll go to the resale furniture place and you'll buy the few pieces of brand new furniture that they have at the resale place. And I know that for a fact because you're like, yeah, I went to the resale store. And then Don's like, yeah, she found this like really cool outdoor furniture. And we're like, oh, it's brand new. It's the resale store has like that section of brand new items. And you're that person. You go to the resale store and you get the brand new pieces.
I will say you are also on our trip to Raleigh. You did make an appointment to go look at furniture, and I've never heard of that before. So I will say,
Yeah, furniture is your bugaboo.
you do like furniture.
Okay, whatever. Okay, can we move on? So
Stop attacking me.
stop. Like I feel like you're ganging up on me. No, I'm big enough. I can handle this. I'll take y'all. No, but so anyway, you ordered. You were just lecturing me because I'm like, hey, I think I'm going to sell this piece in here, and like I don't know, do something with my office because it was just like they. And so as I was like going to put something in my Amazon cart, which I had 2 things in there. I had some dry erase markers. I had something else in there. My cart has been emptied, not purchased.
First thing we got to specify is
Emptied.
It's my cart. It's
My
Amazon account.
My Amazon got hacked because I keep getting glittered shoes and
So that's
something
lesson
else,
number
so I
2. Don't
closed
share your
mine.
Amazon account with your wife.
Yeah. So you emptied my 2 items that I had in the Amazon. That takes me a long time to put those things in there to buy something for you.
And then how did that result in you seeing the thing that he's talking about?
So I saw but I didn't understand what he bought
So you're trying to connect dots?
or the price of what he bought until PNC shut down our credit card because they thought there was fraudulent claims. So I called, so his purchase got denied, right? So he's like, hey, you need to call the credit card because...
It got denied because
or declined.
we had suspicious activity on our
Correct.
account, so
He's
our
like, you
card
need-
was shut down.
Right. He said
temporarily.
you need to call the card and like tell them that that was not a fraudulent claim of whatever it was.
Right.
It was my Spanish app. I was trying to learn Spanish. Anyway, so I did all that and she goes, hey, there was another one that came in at 8:30 this morning for da-da-da amount. I was like, oh, really? On Euro, like tech or whatever, lights or whatever the hell it is. I'm like,
Euro Optics.
Euro Optics, yeah. And I was like, nope, that's not mine. And she's like, oh, so is this? I'm like, let me go find my husband. And so I did. I knocked on the door and I was like, is this you? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, and what did you buy? And the lady goes, I gotta go now if everything's okay, she says. And Don goes, who is she on the phone? What's her name?
Wait,
Who's ratting me out?
She's like,
I was
enjoy the
free and
rest of your day.
how many of those calls do you think that lady has to go through though?
I was free and clear, man,
She's
until
like, I hope
Susie
you-
on
Yeah.
the Amex side was like, wait a minute.
Tattletale.
Yeah. She's like,
Narc.
who is that on the
snitch.
other line? What's her name? She's like,
Snitch.
have a good day. I was like, thanks. So anyway, but I'm just saying, if you're going to do that, like, why'd you empty my cart? Like, it was just dry erase markers. Like, it was like $29 worth of
Isn't
stuff.
there like a save for later section too?
There is.
Yeah, not in there either. It's all gone.
You know, there's also an enrollment to get your own account. Again.
I know.
So the overall lesson is have your own Amazon account.
Yeah. Make sure you have your own credit card, number one, if you're going to buy a gun and a scope. And then I think, And then and have your own Amazon account.
Just wait. Watch our. I'll see Tony counting soon too. So,
What are you talking about?
the one in your ear about all this. So we'll see.
That wasn't him.
No, I thought it was.
That's the other one.
So do you have a revenge purchase?
Why does that make sense?
What is
Because
a
that's-
revenge purpose? Hold
A
on.
revenge purchase. Because
Do you do that?
my wife does that, definitely.
I have never heard of this.
I could see Alexis
I bought a
doing
bottle
that.
of bourbon this weekend,
Ooh.
and she did exactly what Don just did. And she said, I can buy 4 pairs of da-da-da-da-da for that price. And I was like, okay, go ahead. I had nothing I could say.
Damn. Revenge purchases. Okay.
You do it ironically, instinctively anyway. You don't need to even put any thought behind it.
I feel house purchases are a group, right? There's just a group.
No.
Yes.
No.
If
That is a
you
double
are going to
standard.
sit your ass on the couch that I purchased, that does not go on me.
But I get no say in it.
You had 10%.
See? I get no say in that purchase. So it does not count.
You got 3 color swabs to go to put your purchase or to put your thought process into these 3. You didn't pick the right one. I'm sorry.
You're screwed from the beginning.
You see what I'm trying to...
I just don't think. Do you do that? Is your house purchase a group, or is that on her side? And is that a revenge purchase on your side?
No,
then?
I think we purchased together.
On the house.
Yep.
Scott?
I get asked opinions. That's about
Scott's like me. He don't really give a shit. He's like, I'll just
But
I'll
you're
sit
going to
on a
bring it up
beanbag.
later in a conversation.
it. Well, so
Like asshole over there.
I'll give you a for instance. So we're trying to find new bar stools,
Okay?
and
So hard to find those.
actually very difficult. I'm finding out. I was just like, I don't know. I like the wood ones. Just get those, like the basic little ones. And Angela likes gold and blue, but nothing in our kitchen is gold and blue. So I was like,
So you're remodeling the kitchen?
we're gonna get to that. But what I always said was, and I know she's gonna listen to this, so this is kind of funny. But I was like, I don't think gold and blue matches anything here because everything is like it's like wood and white. And it's kind of like the theme in there. And I was like, I don't think it's gonna match anything. She goes, oh, okay. And then these bar stools show up with like this felt blue and like gold trim on them, and we got them sitting there. And I'm like, I mean, they're nice. They just don't match anything. And she's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna start like going with that trend. So she actually put a painting that she made in a gold frame and put blue in it. And I kind of see where she's going with it. And then all of a sudden,
Pay attention, grasshopper.
yeah, and then all of a sudden, 4 more bar stools show up with the same theme on them, and I was like,
You're screwed.
what happened here? And she goes, I accidentally ordered those and they let me cancel. I was like, okay. I mean, she can order whatever she wants, but I
I'm
see.
glad
I see
that you
that.
put that at the end there.
So are you painting the kitchen now?
I'm assuming that our new theme is going to be gold and blue, so I'm preparing for that.
That's hilarious.
I love females.
We can wrap it up there. This was a pretty good Fuck Off Friday episode, I thought.
This is fun.
Yeah,
That's a
fun.
good recap.
I mean, we can just do the same thing we've always done with this podcast. If it doesn't work, you guys don't like it, piss off. We'll probably do it anyway. I mean, it's fun. I don't care.
I like it.
I like it.
Till next time.